With it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H-Uno Central Coast Mob and suicide. Feelings arsonist. I step in the booth and gas. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. And we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Do me a favor, beautiful linda raza, again on a Sunday, fun day, Sunday vibes. Before we go ahead and pay tribute tonight to the king, the legend himself, the man that sang us through strifes and struggles, and that music that resonates with the barrio, with the cultura, Brenton Wood. We'll do that at 7 o'clock. This is a quick one on the go. I'm out and about. Here we go. The next stop is Dutch Brothers. And then after that, I think we're going to the mall, I guess, Northridge Mall. We'll see what happens, man. But the sun is out. Sun is shining. And the weather is sweet. So hit that like. So just as the caption says right there, no cut, no cap. We got to create content. So I said, you know what? I said, a new Lefty reminded me of something as soon as the homie hangout, shout out to the homie hangout, whose video went viral. And I mean, it's already like at 40,000 views. Raskizi, shout out to Raskizi, man. He's part of the movement. We got a new movement. It's 2025. It's a united front movement. Not that we're getting rid of the thistles. We're getting rid of the chinks in the chain and these pendejos that are poisoning the community. We're getting rid of these pendejos, and even the chavalas too that don't run a fade. We're getting rid of them too, because there's no room for chavalas to kick it. So let me go ahead and play this clip. I think you guys are gonna enjoy the clip. This is from a movie. A lot of people don't know this. It's 90s, and that's why they don't know it, because it's early 90s. It's actually 1993. I was a little chavalito, already con berrinches, ya con problemas en la escuela and all that. But I was a little chavalito, and this movie came out around the time people were wearing bomber jackets. A lot of people wearing bomber jackets. Starter jackets was the dress code también. Those throw-over starter jackets, NFL, from the 1990s son de aquellas. You see them selling right now in the aftermarket for about 4 or 5 times of what they were worth back in the 90s. Clothes is off the hook, sports is off the hook, and Lefty Gunplay, who a lot now, to be 100 with you, a lot of the pages are not talking about it because they affiliate and associate with Lefty Gunplay. This is just something that there's a difference between two people. There's two people here. One is Franklin Scott Holiday. That's one person. Okay. That's one person. And that person, Franklin Holiday, has his own jacket, has his own chamarra. And that was a bunch of $2 bills, right? Lower term, lower term, lower term, lower term, lower term. That's what pretty much it was, right? It's like when I heard vandalism, I'm like, what's that? Like, what'd you do? Like, you broke someone's window? Or what? What in the world is that, man? Okay. But anyways, you got what you got, right? Everyone gets dealt the cards, and that's it. It's on the jacket. It's forever, cabrón. You can't take that shit off. A couple twos. It was crazy. I remember in the very early 2000s when they passed, and Raskizi remembers this one. I'm sure Raskizi, I don't know if you're in the system or you remember when this happened, Raskizi. It was the new laws when I don't know if it was the enhancements rolling out or is to enhance the enhancements, but they called it 1020 life. I remember that. They passed around flyers to all the buildings And they said, guess what, buddies? New law. 10, get caught with it and be validated. 20, discharge it and be validated. Life, great bodily injury, GBI, discharging it, and because the jacket that you have be validated. I was right there when that got passed around. So when people, now I don't even know, they're on AZ numbers, BK numbers, and who knows what's going on now. But the laws got so weak that these individuals, they can put on a facade. One guy's Franklin Holiday, he got a bunch of $2 bills, and the other guy is a machine. That was a marketed facade persona, and it goes a little something like this.
We breaking motherfuckers off 24/7. So check this shit out. Hey yo, Gusto, what's up? Get that straight shit. Out of Locash, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. I fuck your wife 'cause the bitch is a big hoe. I fuck your sister, I fuck your cat. I would fuck your mom, but the bitch is too fat. When I'm in your neighborhood, you better dig a moat, 'cause I'm coming to slick your motherfucking throat. Blood is dripping, I'm not slipping. Bitches panties is what I'm ripping. Rolling faster than a motherfucking dirt bike. Never met a piece of pussy that I didn't like. Like to eat it, like to suck it. Take a shit in a bucket. Straight out of Locash. Crazy motherfuckers.
And the second personality was made behind a desk when he was signing a contract saying, you know what? You're going to have it all. And since you're in California, and since you got a lot of tattoos, it looks like you're going to be associated with certain people in a certain group. Do you have it all together? Oh, yeah, I got it all. Okay. Well, we're going to put you on Vlad and this and that. And but guess what? That was MC Gusto. Straight out of Locash. MC Gusto in the movie 1993. Oh man, that's crazy, man. That they actually have the same grill. That's why I started laughing, man. Let me go into some of the comments. I'll give you some history on MC Gusto. Run with it, man. Make the videos, clip it. You know, it's all shits and giggles entertainment. But what happens when your favorite entertainer gets a bunch of dimes in lower terms and is just skating here to there? Now, of course, like Raskizi had said, I know, even if he was a 2 and he went to the ASU, he would come out to a 4. I know. So I'm not saying he didn't have a path. That wasn't completely disproven. So no one is even trying to look at donde estaba. No one cares. Okay, that's all bullshit anyways, because donde estaba was far away from his family. And that's the most devastating thing. He left his family. But a lot of people still will, at any second, right now, leave their families to be tough and stare at a concrete wall. But that's another day. That's another video. But let me give you some context. MC Gusto, the movie is like this. He saw a real gangster. His name was Gusto. And it was, I gotta put it. And every time I stare at this dude's bean sheet grill, man, that's crazy. To the raza out there, if you do put on a gold public service announcement, I'm from the old school. I'm very traditional. You put on some teeth like this, that is not a raza thing to do. We don't do that. Now you can do what you want to do. You could make your teeth out of glass. I don't recommend that because you're gonna get cracked, right? You can do what you want to do. That's none of my business. But yeah, I'm from the old school, so we don't do that. Anyways, I gotta take it off, man. I gotta take it. I can't put them on the whole live. That was too much. So I'll play it again right now. That's what's happening with Lefty. People found out that Franklin Holiday and Lefty are two different people. Well, does that really upset you? You want your money back on the CD? I mean, the CD. The download now, or however you do it. The download. You want your money back, or any of the podcasters, anyone else, got the cajones to be like, hey, let's address it, or it's just like, hey, you know what? Don't do no podcast right now. It's damage control. It's damage control. So just stay back, lean back. Don't hit no podcast. Um, and it'll phase out. You know, the internet stays hot for a little bit, and then that's it. That's why I said we'll stay off Alvin's helmet, but depending his energy when he comes back, oh, he's gonna come back. You know what? I'll give Alvin this. I will give him this. I will give him, not that he gives a shit, not that he cares, a huge amount of credit, and even more than that, respect. If he did fade away and didn't come back, like he said, okay, jump on a vlog once a year or something, but if he didn't come back, because then I'm like, okay, then he was from that generation. He was from that generation that he talked that he was about, because the people that I know from that generation, I mean, the less than 5 partners, they only have flip phones, you know what I mean? They don't even have smartphones. And I tell them about social media, and they still tell me what's that. Of course, they've heard of it, but when they tell me what's that, it's like, you think I got time? No, you know what I mean? But anyways, all right, let's get back, man. Let's get back to Lefty Gunplay, or like some people are now calling him, Lefty Gusto.
We breaking motherfuckers off 24/7. So check this shit out. Hey yo, Gusto, what's up? Get that straight shit. Straight out of Locash, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. I fuck your wife 'cause the bitch is a big hoe. I fuck your sister, I fuck your cat. I would fuck your mom, but the bitch is too fat. When I'm in your neighborhood, you better dig a moat, 'cause I'm coming to slick your motherfucking throat. Blood is dripping, I'm not slipping. Bitches panties is what I'm ripping. Rolling faster than a motherfucking dirt bike. Never met a piece of pussy that I didn't like. Like to eat it, like to suck it. Take a shit in a bucket. Straight out of Locash. Crazy motherfuckers.
So if the MC Gusto thing is true, like, 13, 18, like Rascal was talking about, is he straight out of Baldwin Park? Or maybe where Pops is from, as he said on interviews, is he straight out of Alabama? He might be straight out of Alabama, and we don't know, because when one thing is discredited, here we go down the rabbit hole, and how much else was embellished again. A lot of the podcasters, this is taboo. They don't want to talk about it. Matter of fact, you had the Banda World last night. They're shitting on Lefty, all these podcasters from over there. So the damage. Okay, that's funny. You want to do that, Banda World. It's funny you want to do that, but then now you want to take shots at Icon for fucking with cookies. It's like the selective beefs and your It's you're a trip, man. You gotta run a fade, man. You've got to run a fade, and what it does is just it gets out the bad blood. A lot of people don't know it's therapeutic too. Get out the bad blood, run the fade, and even it out. And I'm not saying with me, I would say minimum run it with Cholo Juan, man. Cholo Juan. That's why you mentioned me, that I made the contract. Yeah, I appreciate you mentioning that. Who else is trying to put these things that people are getting tired of them just being captions on a video, and they want to put the rubber to the road? Run the fade. Not because I'm telling you to, but because of the 12 to, some people are saying 15 receipts that you turned down already. But I'll hold anyways. So Lefty Gusto is under scrutiny right now. Not every podcast is talking about it, but only us that were saying like, hey, wait a second. Everyone was quick to just ride, huh? They were just jumping and de-riding and all that shit really, really quick, huh? Oh yeah, my best friend. And someone made a video, and they sent me a video. He said, how could this dude be this dude's best friend and he don't know the only 4 words of his last song in months? that it seemed like it was the only line they wanted to give him in the whole song because maybe, of course, they knew the bar level was a 5. Like the food community said, it's a 5 bar level, but again, it's just the elf on the shelf, man. It's a gimmick. That's why in my top 10 bars, I didn't put them on there. I put a top 10 list, gente, of got bars. You know what you want? Yeah. For sure, you're gonna tell her, or you want me to tell her? I just want some fucking kid, man. Shake. Give me a milkshake, man. Dutch Brothers Coffee. Place is fire, huh? Are we taking anything home? Get a coffee for mom? They have coffee or no? They do. They do? Shit. Okay, we'll see. She'll come right now. All right, gente, let's go back. MC Gus, look at his grill. Look at the lokes. When you put those glasses on, those glasses, those lokes, those lenses, those dark tinted 5 full limo tint glasses pretty much said you wanted the business back in the day. You couldn't have those glasses on, full tint lokes, limousine, the darkest, you know what I mean? The homies in the, well, they're not supposed to, right? They're supposed to put 1, 2, 3s on the limo tints. But you know how we do it. We get 5s on everything. But they're cool around here anyways. When you had those on, you wanted action. You pretty much wanted action, man. So let me see what the comments say because Lefty Gusto or Take 3, that's right. Soluble 831. I appreciate you, cabron. Randy Jean, that's right, amiga. Shit, what happened earlier? Oh, what happened earlier, carnal, is I'm testing out. I'm gonna start doing some audio streams. I'm gonna start streaming more, and I was testing out some audio streams. You know what I mean? That are gonna be able to be up remotely without me manning it, but I'll be able to be in the chat when I want. Chop it up to talk. I'll be mic'd up. So I'm trying new things out, man. It's 2025. We're elevating up, up. So too bad it didn't work. I did 2 tests. One of them was a reggae mix, and the other one I think was an oldies one. But we're working on new things, man. Appreciate you, cabron. Que rollo, vatos. That's right. Damn, he's coming out of the bathroom with the dress on. Damn, man. You know what? Some motherfuckers will wear a dress. They'll wear a dress for the check. You know what I mean? There's boundaries, man. There's boundaries. I get it. Someone will be like, well, I'm an actor and this and that, but I mean, shit. I guess some motherfuckers might take that check, but I'm cool, man. So that these dudes wear what they wear nowadays for attention, it don't surprise me, man. It don't surprise me. You know what I mean? If he came out of the closet, that's his business, bro. I don't give a shit who you go to bed with. I never have in my life. I got too much on my plate, man. You know what I mean? So that we don't go that way anyway. Chicanos, we don't go that way, man. You can still go to eat 106 International in Oakland. Hey, Salsero de Baldad. You know what I mean? I'm from Salinas, cabron. We're right in the equator, right in the middle of California. A lot of history started in the city. So as far as the Raza Chicanos and all of that, this dates back a long time ago. I mean, as far back as Texas, and Texas is one of the first states, to have Raza Cultura. When California was established, Monterey, our county, our city, that the county is named after Monterrey, is the second oldest city in California, bro. So I'm not just making shit up. The second oldest city in California. So what I'm saying is that the raza early on has already been established here, and the mannerisms were pretty much always similar to LA, always similar to LA, and even to where, I mean, the culture might be shifting, but we don't say the N word. The youngsters still don't play with that. The youngsters here, they don't play with doing these hood vlogs and putting video cameras on them. They already know. They can't believe people are doing that on the internet, man. They just know that a lot of people haven't been in the struggle, man. They think they're in the struggle. They're in the internet struggle. The internet struggle is not the real struggle, cabrones. And you know what I mean. A lot of the youngsters, they still gotta knock down calendars, man, before they get it out of their system. I respect it, man. All right, let me go back to Gusto. Let me take Gusto's face off right here. Oh man.
We breaking motherfuckers off 24/7. So check this shit out. Hey yo, Gusto, what's up? Get that straight shit. Straight out of Locash, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. I fuck your wife 'cause the bitch is a big hoe. I fuck your sister, I fuck your cat. I will fuck your mom, but the bitch is too fat. When I'm in your neighborhood, you better dig a rope, 'cause I'm coming to slick your motherfucking rope. Blood is dripping, I'm not slipping. Bitches panties is what I'm ripping. Rolling faster than a motherfucking dirt bike. Never met a piece of pussy that I didn't like. Like to eat it, like to suck it. Take a shit in a bucket. Straight out of Locash. Crazy motherfuckers.
Oh man, crazy, 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 man. I changed this up already. Yeah, why not? That's crazy. So, gente, the okay. So remember back then when gangster rap started, to the youngsters that don't know the origins of it, it was looked down upon. Back during the Ronald Reagan days, it was a very conservative nation. Conservative means traditional values, como Mexicanos, como Italianos by nature, were very traditional people. When gangster rap came on the scene, for people to start saying very explicit things, it was still a culture shock. So they're embellishing, cabrones, on that rap video and the lyrics by saying something fucking triple X, explicit, all of that, every single verse. Okay, we know it's morphed, we know it's evolved, and so a lot of it is mumble rap. A lot of it they're just mumbling with no talent. And on auto, like Young Ren from Doja Click says, a lot of the youngsters are on auto tune. It is what it is. You know what you want? What is it when you fucking blend it twice?
Just Hi, what can we get started for you?
Give me a large the chocolate shake. And then what happens when you would thin it twice to not make the ice so chunky? What is it called? Reblended or
Double blended?
there you go.
Double, you want this shake double blended?
There you go.
Yeah, of course.
Ándale. Y luego mi hija quiere algo. No sé qué quiere.
Okay.
I get a caramelizer double blended with chocolate soft top.
Yeah, of course. Medium caramelizer freeze, double blended. And you said what soft top?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Chocolate soft top.
Chocolate soft top.
We'll get back to Gusto right now. We'll get back to Gusto. Hold on.
Perfect. Anything else for you guys?
Oh, that's it. I appreciate it.
Of course. For that shake, did you want any whipped cream on that or
Si.
just the way it is? Perfect. Okay, so we have a large chocolate shake with whip, double blended, and a medium caramelizer freeze, double blended with chocolate soft top.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Do you guys have the app by any chance? No. That's okay. Perfect. Your total is going to be $15.30. Are we doing cash or card?
We'll do card.
Card. Perfect.
Appreciate it.
$15.30.
Awesome. Thank you much.
Just tap right
Yeah, come on.
Sometimes the tap doesn't work.
No worries. It's all good.
Maybe try inserting it.
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Here you are. Load.
Hold on. Let me see what's going on.
You guys are all set.
I appreciate it.
Behind this white car, okay?
I see it.
Yeah.
Thank you much. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Let me go back to the comment section, man. Not the gato. B or C? I mean, Apple or D or C? Apple? All right, not the guy. That's what. Okay, yeah. That's a mamada. That's a fucking mamada. But what I'm saying is that okay, and then what happened? They started doing these press conferences back in legislation because again, Republic, it was a conservative nation, right? Which is good, which I am, which I like. Okay, I like shit to be A to B and not A to Z, complicated. Okay, and so they started doing press conferences like, what are we gonna do with these dudes? They're talking about bitches and hoes, and it was just very culture shock, right? And not just that, since freedom of speech covered anything they said, also the freedom of expression, they started coming out in rap videos for the first time with burners. not just regular burners. Then they started coming out with Russian Uzis and different artillery. And so that became a thing late 80s, early 90s, about this time. So yeah, they're embellishing the mamadas, the bullshit, and of course the graphic verses and stuff like that. Because mostly back then it was you could have went. You don't really go in on your ops. You kind of were just giving off your flavor, and of course where you came from just came naturally with it. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, let me go back to the chat. It's Lefty Gusto. So Gusto, okay, now let me get some context about the movie. I'm still in line at Dutch Brothers. There was a real gangster. His name was Gusto. It was Charlie Murphy, not Eddie Murphy. Charlie, the hermano, same face, but Charlie, like he was a little bit more swole. Okay, he acted in this movie. He was the real gangster, and so he had a real crew. Back in the 90s, if you didn't know, a lot of people mobbed they mobbed Jeeps with banging systems. I mean, slumping. 2600 watt kickers, 215s. Whew, slumping. They mobbed Jeeps, they mobbed Nissan Sentras, they mobbed Volkswagen Beetle convertibles. They mobbed, Honda started to get mobbed too. They started to put Dayton's on Hondas, the original ones, which were like the light, the beige ones. That was just the culture. Let's see. Tell mom to place that order, girl. Okay? Place that order, okay? Text her. Did she say text her or call her? Yeah, I'll handle it. Don't forget. All right. Whack kick my warehouse garage door like he did. So, oh man, that's probably why Cholo Juan hasn't got off his helmet yet. Is because he can't, and he was just looking for something, right? They've already been beefing because again, Hater Ranker was the one that said the Ranker of the year last year was the one that said you're a mugroso, you got a dirty shirt. You don't have a clean tank top to save your life. I mean, he was going all the way in. So, of course, he, like a professional, only one was a professional, and only one had that high street IQ, CJ. He went down there by himself, showed professionalism. Snowman came out, the 2024 Net Banger of the Year. He won that award because he took net banging to the highest level over the phone in 2024 and was a perfect example of someone that doesn't come from that generation. But anyways, where did I leave off, man? He kicked out my garage door. He said these were slappers 925. That's right, cabrón. That's the Bay, right? You're in the Bay, right, cabrón? 925. I remember one time I was working. I was a office manager, right? Plumbing, heating place, and salas. Dude, it was cool. Me pagaba bajo la mesa, okay, and me pagaba bien, okay. Indian guy. He told me one time, hey, I need you to go collect 7 racks. Un tío mío, he got an HVAC system, didn't pay me nothing, but the way you dress, because even though I was moonlighting back then, todavía on the streets, I'll be suited up. I always did like suits. So he goes, the way you dress, you show up, he'll give you 7 racks. I'll give you 2 racks. Perfect. I went to Hayward. I collected those 7 racks. I'm in Hayward, California. This is 2001, 2, 3. No. 2000 and very early 2000s. Okay. For sure, I was already married. So, you know what? That's for sure was past 04. Yeah, it was past 04. Was it? I don't know. But anyways, I'm in Hayward at Jack in the Box. I got 7 racks and I order a number 1 jumbo jack, extra cheese, whatever. I get my receipt, I get my drink. I'm at the table. I'm at like a high table in the middle of the restaurant, not even trying to go to a corner because what do I care? You know what I mean? So in the middle, I'm counting out 7 racks. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the 5th rack, halfway counting out on the table, I look up. I got about 5 to 7 people looking at me like this motherfucker is like Don Corleone's nephew doing making a power move and passing through. And I was like, shit, man. I grabbed all the racks. I put them in the pocket. I'm like, I'll count this shit in the car, man. I ain't tripping. Yeah. Yeah, it was that. It was straight up that time. So 1993, he copied Gusto. This is, again, Lefty Gunplay. This is Franklin Holiday. Turns into Lefty Gunplay, two different people. The record company wants Lefty Gunplay to say 13, 18, and shoe all the way, which is MC Gusto. But Gusto was the one living that life. Gusto didn't care about, well, back then we didn't have cameras. He was making power moves, and he was the man. The real man. He was the man. And every time, if you look at the movie CB4, I know most of it is shits and giggles, but look at Gusto's character. Gusto's professional. Gusto was a few words. Gusto only moved and talked when he needed to, and he had a quick trigger because he knew when someone crossed the line. A lot of people are missing those pinchy spider senses nowadays. But I'll hold. Like Alvin, but Alvin got rolled up, so we ain't even tripping on him. And ever since Alvin got rolled up, I felt this before, actually, in real life. When the cancer goes, the environment's a whole lot better. All of a sudden, all of us were texting behind the scenes. Hey, carnal, happy new year. Hey, boom, boom, boom. You know, the fold is going to grow, and we're easily going to be pointing out, okay, that the poison. And my eyes are on the Banda world. I'll tell you that. Because since his motto is talking shit, you're going to have to pull up, man. You're going to have to cash one of those mouth checks. And we'll do it in San Bernardino. A lot of people were like, well, how come he's not where he's from? Did they run him away from there? Maybe they ran him out. And this whole new person, we're talking about it right now, man. People can be anything nowadays. And when you find out about them, guess what they'll do? Ignore it. Like every time Alvin, people were calling him out on his bullshit. Wait a second, you popped at the cops, but only did a violation? I'll hold. And the sun is out, man. MTP 408, the 408 just stepped in the building. That's right, my boy. Didn't Gusto have a voice box over there? Hey, his right hand man. Everyone has that one super solid homie. He's more than your right hand. He's fucking half your body. Gusto had that one super, just like in the Chente clips on the internet. I don't want to digress. Chente singing at the bar, Me tuve muy lejos para ver si acaso, and he has a super solid homie sitting at the table with him, and the homie is so smooth. Reminds me of me, okay, but the Gusto has a super solid homie, and he caught a bullet in the throat. Real street shit. Not YouTube shit. Not TikTok shit. Not likes and views and comments and hearts. Real shit. He caught a bullet in the throat. And one of the most famous line he ever said, Herb 916. That's you? Yeah, Herb 916. In that movie, the solid homie with the voice box, with the busted throat, where he caught a bullet from the ops. The most solid thing he ever said was they were in the room and they're already planning to go ahead and get the fake gangsters, the studio gangsters, the Dr. Dre's, that's what the banner says right there, man. Do you care if it's a studio gangster? Would you still bump it? Let me know in the comments. If you don't care, as long as you just care about the music, then let me know in the comments. He said this. Gusto said, man, we're going to get these motherfuckers and show them what real gangsters are. And then the homie, the one with the talks box, he goes, yeah, real gangsters. That was the most epic line he said the whole movie, man. That dude was super solid. But then that's why you don't play with certain individuals, man. It's crazy because if you were really from the hood, you'd be trying to get out of the hood. And shit's changed so much with the youngsters nowadays. I think they're trying to get popular and get put on the hood and to go to the hood. when we're just lucky with the scars and everything that we survived, and you know what I mean? You either took one or two things. If you either took a shell or you took an L. Because like when West Side Connection came out, and then they started talking about riders and this, everyone that I knew that was a rider had like 20 plus to do, was stretched out. And so you're either going to catch a shell or you're going to catch an L. There was no in between. That's why I say we're survivors of this shit. Because I caught one or the other. If it wasn't the L, it was the shell. And that ain't no funny ass shit to talk and laugh about. But I'll hold. Looks like it is still North and South Beach. No, what happened to Banda World last night is trying to say that only people from up here are on his helmet, and it's a quick blanket. It's a quick deflect, which is, oh, see, like your comment is it could be a quick, like, oh, you know what, redirect your attention into a North and South thing, when really we're talking about, hey, just know that sometimes these dudes are made in the lab. Now, I'm not saying, like what Raskizi said, I'm not saying all the $2 bills and the vandalisms and all. I'm not saying that he didn't do those. Well, it's a black and white, man. I'm just saying that this guy reminded me of a movie. I know it reminded me of a movie, and it was MC Gusto copying Gusto, all for clout.
We breaking motherfuckers off 24/7. So check this shit out. Hey yo, Gusto, what's up? Get that straight shit. Straight out of Locash, a crazy motherfucker named Gusto. I fuck your wife 'cause the bitch is a big hoe. I fuck your sister, I fuck your cat. I will fuck your mom, but the bitch is too fat. When I'm in your neighborhood, you better dig 'em out, 'cause I'm coming to slick your motherfucking throat. Blood is dripping, I'm not slipping. Bitches panties is what I'm ripping. Rolling faster than a motherfucking dirt bike. Never met a piece of pussy that I didn't like. Like to eat it, like to suck it. Take a shit in the bucket. Straight out of Locash. Crazy motherfuckers.
So it might not even be straight out of Baldwin Park. It might be Alabama. Again, to me, it doesn't matter where the individual resides. Just like I was saying yesterday, I don't think it's fair to trying to get on Icon's helmet because he's doing business with cookies. Because to me, I'll never tell a man not to get money. To me, that's some hoe ass shit. But I understand that the bread, the blue can get involved. That's why I told the youngsters, don't ever sign a deal where just a bunch of thugs are around you and you feel something in the atmosphere, like, you know, like, don't do it. Don't do it. And most of that deal's not even guaranteed money anyways. They're going to have to pay for all your marketing, production, studio time, video shoots, taxes, who knows what else. So they get their money back in those $1 million deals first. You don't start making profit on the back end. So that's why you have, then the PR team tells you, start jumping on podcasts. Right now they're telling that individual, don't get on a podcast. Don't. Pinchy Raskizi. See what you did, cabrón? You see what you did, MC Gusto. And it's the same teeth. All right, you guys, I'm out. I'm about to get this chocolate shake. I'm at Dutch Brothers with my daughter. Then we're gonna go to the mall. Maybe I'll do another one, but tonight, of course, let's toast. Vamos a celebrar a la noche, man. This man's music, from his barrios, resonated with us Mexicans. We have some of the largest fan bases when it comes to certain music. Oldies is definitely part of our culture, and Brenton Wood is a legend and always will be. We'll pay homage tonight, you guys. All right, no more Gusto. All right, Lefty Gusto. I'll let you guys go live on Chicano Street. I'm out. I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.